Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As promised before in the previous video, I will be posting more after exams, and I am back, and I will not break my promise this time, I promise, again. But anyways, so for those that do not know why I'm talking about my exams in the Sims video, and you're really just here to see some stuff, if you want to know what I'm talking about, it is all listed above in the I'll list a little thing in that I section thing. In the previous video I talk about why I haven't been posting and why I'm now back only and stuff like that. So basically what this build is basically that's very clear what this build is. It's a ship. So I actually enjoyed this so much. I didn't think I'll enjoy it, and I didn't even think it'll work, but yeah, so I think it's probably like a set prop or something that we got with Get Famous or Get to Work, I don't even know, but yeah. I wanted to do something weird. I wanted to be a person that's like inventing something. I was like, you know what, I'm done with this thing of just building the normal stuff, and I just wanted to prove to myself that I can do something different, and I think this is kind of different. So if you like this and you think it's creative, please let me know down below, and maybe like this video and comment, please. The comments help a lot. So yeah, I really want to take more time and invest my time a lot more in Sims, and since it's now holidays, I am able to do just that. So as you guys know with the previous video, again, sorry, with holidays being now for about a month, I think, I will have more time, but I'll also spend a lot of more time to make sure that my time is efficiently planned, so that I don't have to stop posting again when term starts again, I think on the 27th of July. So this was actually quite difficult. So I thought it will be a lot more difficult than it actually was, this build. But what happened was the ship is actually I don't know, like it actually matches up. So this whole in-between level thing was really not necessary. You can just build a normal floor and it'll still match up. It'll look perfect actually. And then you can maybe use some debug items, and yeah, you can just lift it to make the floor a bit more level or whatever. But I made this a lot more difficult, so if you want to do this, you don't have to do this. But I think it turned out, like, it obviously looks more authentic if you do it this way, but it can still work absolutely wonderfully, perfectly, if you do it just by putting the stuff together and having a little layer in the middle. Honestly, it does not change the look of the ship. So yeah, as you guys can then also probably realize, I discovered debug, and I know everyone's been using it, and I just never had the time to figure it out. So I don't think this build is that much debug, actually very little. I don't think there is any debug in it, maybe one or two things, I'm not sure. But after this, as you guys know from the previous video, I've started to explore the Sims a bit more. I've started to realize what I want and what type of content I want to put outside in the world. So I discovered debug. So those of you who don't know, debug is basically an entire extra pack free in your Sims, and I never even knew about it. I always heard people like debug, and I'm like, what are you talking about? So for me, with this build, what I did was I simply I told myself, after this build, because this would look so cool with debug, just imagine all those broken items in debug, and especially the island living debug stuff, but whatever, that's not the point now. So after this, obviously you'll see that later in a few builds that I'm going to do later on, not the builds that I'm posting now for a few days. These are still builds that I did before exams that I knew I wanted to still post, but didn't have like the sufficient time to do voiceovers. But anyways, so for those of you who don't know about debug, like I also didn't know, basically it is extra stuff that isn't shown when you, like, let's say you click on the bed. It's not the first few beds that you see, it is more beds. Unfortunately, I don't even think there's an example of debug bed in debug, so not the best example. But basically how you get it is you type in Control Shift and C, then it opens that little cheat box. Now at the moment in the video, they are just took it away, but you can rewind a bit if you want to, but then you can see the little box, and that is basically where you get to the cheat box. Most people know this. You've probably already searched it if you've watched any Sims videos, because I mean, I wanted to know how people move around the objects freely. So that was one of the first things I searched about 2 years ago. So as you guys know, then after that you type in bb.show hidden objects, and also what I didn't know, what you also have to type in, and I think I realized this about a week ago, you have to type in also, if you want to have more objects, bb.show live edit objects. And I don't think you understand. It's a whole new world. I literally started crying when I saw all the things. I was so freaked out. I showed my boyfriend every single thing that we got in that debug menu. It took us an hour or two. I don't think you understand how many things there are. So if you have the time and you really just want to like explore some new things, maybe it really also gives you many ideas. You know, it's everything. So very clearly in this build, I am building a ship. What is the ship? So it's a shipwreck that I decided was like on a hill, and you'll see that it's also in the desert. And I don't know why, but I just thought this was very ironic, but also very cool, because as you know, many shipwrecks actually can still be found in the desert. And the reason for this is literally because you know, there was maybe an ocean and now there isn't anymore, whatever. I don't know the science behind it that well, but I wanted to do this. I thought it was quite interesting, and actually your Sims can live here. I tried it and it works. So if you want to try that, you can most definitely do that. Of course, you'll just have to add stairs where my rocks are. So I just added stairs for a bit, and then they could easily live here, live from here. Unfortunately, seasons do affect them here, because obviously they don't have a roof, and they're also very like they feel ashamed, but not that, like whatever the sim feels when they feel like people are watching them when they go to the bathroom and stuff like that. So yeah, that was one thing that you should probably take into account. So as you guys can see now in the video, I am creating a little platform, because what I wanted to do here was I wanted to make sure that I have a little extra place for bedding, and therefore I tried to cover all the edges and make sure that the ship looks completely tucked into the sand. You know, it's years of sand dunes just forming, and now you can see I just created a floor. So that's actually a very easy tip if you want to like maybe add this in your build, if you want to do this. And then you've got space for like an entire bed, you know. And I always tuck in the like the headboard into the wall. You know, you don't see it on the other side, and I think it creates a lot more space. Bathroom situation, very weird, obviously. I mean, but I did it on one of the decks by using the, I think it's Control 9, and you lift up the object. So then like that, in the that exactly that. So then you just use that. So yeah, I hope you guys like this. I had so much fun doing this, and I really think that this is something that you can try. It's easy and it looks impressive. I mean, when I did it, I was like, oh, this is going to be so cool. People are going to think I'm super cool. And I was like, yo, I need more time for myself. So honestly, if you have time to do this build, just try it. Just promise yourself you're going to do it and you're going to try it, because it's so much fun to do. Honestly, you can obviously then change the entire layout of the ship, and I think that's kind of like the fun part. So it's like kind of like a ship challenge. I don't know why I enjoyed this so much. I think it was the best thing since sliced bread. So I mean, I was probably just a bit, you know, a bit subjective, but I mean, who's counting? So I had a lot of fun. I used cool counters, and yeah, this build made me happy, and I think that is why I'm back, is because Sims makes me happy and I want to do it all the time, and I'm just happy when I'm doing it. So I really hope you guys can enjoy it as well. I also built a bar. I just thought, you know, like a pirate's bar, I just thought that's very cool. My boyfriend's family always went to Mozambique, and the only way that I can imagine Mozambique is in this way. I don't know why, and I don't know if it's ever going to stop, but this is how I imagine Mozambique. It's like this wooden stuff and cabins, and then you walk and then there's a bar. I don't understand why, but yeah. I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and please let me know if you do. So if you ever feel you have a suggestion, please let me know on my Instagram. I'm going to link that down below. And also please let me know if you have any like questions about stuff, or if you want to see maybe a tutorial video of this, whatever you guys want to see, just please let me know. I'm super excited to be back and cannot wait to keep posting this time. And now I finally know exactly what I want to do, and I'm going to be happy posting every single thing, because I'm going to be so proud of the content that I'm putting out. So yeah. Oh yeah, just also I added these weird like wall and old and rusty and whatever. It's like full of moss and everything. I just thought that added to the character. So you don't have to do that. You can just keep the old basic, you know, shell of the ship. But yeah. So as you can see, this one, it does house for, I think, like a older child, a younger child, like a toddler, as well as two adult Sims in the double bed. So yeah, you can choose. But anyways, I would love to see this. If you try this out, please let me know in the comments down below. I actually really like this idea, just because, you know, you can add your personal like touch onto it. So you can make it like a rustic pirate ship, or you can make it a very modern ship on this rustic pirate ship. anything that you want. It's so much fun. That is what Sims is. So, I mean, enjoy it. So, yes, thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you think. Bye.